must admit, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, I'm not overly fond of spring cleaning.
Oh, but think how enjoyable spring cleaned is. And there are so many springs to be cleaned up this year. Oh, springs are working out all over. Oh, what's this? What is this?
Oh, nothing. Would you hand me a Kleenex or a large sheet?
Oh, certainly, Howard. Tree imagery in the poetry of Joyce Kilmer by Howard the Hat Tree. You wrote this?
Just some youthful scribbles. The juvenilia of a sallow sapling.
But it's 247 pages long. And look at all the footnotes.
Oh, they're not footnotes. I don't have any feet, so I had to use root notes.
Is this a school paper?
Well, actually, it's a thesis I wrote for my PhD.
Your PhD? Howard, I'm impressed. I didn't even know you went to high school.
I'll have you know I've had a very thorough education. As a tiny sapling, I went to very short school. And after 6 foot, I graduated to slightly higher school. And finally, when I was tall enough, I went to highest school. I had a 40.0 height average.
Well, that explains your impressive vocabulary. So all these years, I should have been calling you Dr. Howard the Hat Tree.
Well, actually, I never completed my thesis. I abandoned higher education to pursue my career in hats.
How close were you to graduating?
6 inches.
Oh, Howard, that's so close. You should complete your PhD.
I'm afraid I've a few too many rings on my trunk to become a student again.
My Uncle Boomer Twitcher used to say, you're never too old to learn. Good, Fetlock. Just shovel it in. Just one more left.
It's bigger than my daddy's car.
It looks old.
I've never seen a washing machine like this before.
It's an antique.
It's an old wreck.
My great-great-grandfather made this washing machine himself in 1888. Now, you children, you crank it up for me. Okay. Now, push, ready, go.
Yep, if you want to go up in smoke.
Good. Now, on the count of 3, let go of the handle and jump back. 1, 2, 3.
It's washing.
Look at it go.
I think it's broken.
It's a worthless piece of junk. You heard it here first. Scrap metal, scrap metal.
Melissa, what tremendous timing. Just when the machine explodes. I wonder if you would mind helping us pick up all this laundry.
I didn't throw the clothes on the floor. Why do I have to pick them up?
Boy, what's with her?
Melissa's been awful recently. Mother says it's a stage. Father says it's a crime.
I don't have to listen to this.
You don't have to be here.
Melissa, you don't have to help us pick up all the clothes. I just asked if you minded helping us pick up the clothes.
Well, I do mind.
That is all I wanted to know. Thank you for sharing.
I'll pick up the clothes because I want to, not because you asked me to.
You should have seen the washer explode, Melissa. It was like a volcano.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. I saw it. You weren't there.
I don't have to be there. I just graduated from the 6th grade. I know lots more than you do. I know that washers have doors and volcanoes don't have doors. So a washing machine can't possibly explode like a volcano, so there.
There's no use in talking to her. Anything you say, she'll just answer back.
That's not true.
See?
Norbert alert! Norbert alert!
Good afternoon, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle. I'm making my rounds as Chief Inspections Officer of Playground Standards and Children's Practices.
How lovely, Norbert. Do step into the living room and we'll see if there are any children practicing now.
I'm checking up on hygienic and safety standards of various local establishments. And
I can guess what you're thinking, Norbert.
it's beautiful.
I guessed wrong.
Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, I must congratulate you. I had no idea you had such massive artistic talent. What do you call this masterpiece?
My laundry.
It's gorgeous. It's fantastic. It's stupendous.
It's dirty.
How did you know that wrapping things is my favorite type of art? I am a great fan of the French artist Christo. I wept openly when he wrapped the Eiffel Tower in burlap. The beauty, the humanity, but nothing I've seen before compares to your brilliant wrapping of your living room with laundry.
Why, thank you. It was an accident, really.
I can explain this. I just graduated from the 6th grade. I know all about industrial accidents.
There are no accidents. Only the muse working her quiet magic. If I may be so bold as to offer a great artist such as yourself a suggestion, you might consider wrapping that hideous hat tree next. Vandalism, barbarism, art desecration. Stop picking up those dirty clothes at once.
You can't make me.
Is this any way to speak to an officer of the law?
I can speak to you any way I like.
Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, as the adult supervisor of this establishment, I hold you personally responsible for this child's disrespect and insolence. I demand an explanation.
The explanation is obvious. Melissa has turned into an answer-backer.
What's that?
She has an overwhelming urge to answer back whenever anybody speaks to her.
I do not.
Is it contagious?
I have seen this malady many times before. Most children get it at one time or another. It's highly curable.
That may be or that may not be. But I shall tell you what I am going to do. I shall return with an injunction to cease and desist picking up this laundry. I shall also bring a basket of my own laundry, which I will throw about the room.
Good news, Blackjack.
Here she comes.
I was worried that the warranty might have...
Over here. Over here.
Oh, I was worried that the warranty might have run out on the washing machine. But here it is. It says lifetime guarantee.
Aye, it's a lifetime warranty. I'll warrant ye. The lifetime of the repairman.
Oh, so it is.
And what's the date the warranty was signed?
1888.
That means he's 1 naught divided by 2 naughts, take away square root over the remainder. He's a geezer.
Oh, dear.
Geezer,
Well, I wouldn't
geezer.
want to bother a repairman who is 106 years old. Excuse me.
Beat ahoy! Beat ahoy!
Special delivery.
Hello, Pete.
Hello, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle.
You look a little peaked.
I am a bit. ran all the way from Colorado with a fax.
Well, why didn't you fax the fax to my fax machine?
Well, the fax machine wasn't turned on.
I'm always forgetting to turn that machine on, aren't I?
That's true.
But the fax is so factual, and if I turned the machine on, I wouldn't get to see you.
I appreciate that, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh, yes. Please tell the people in Colorado that I received their fax.
Will do. Can I have a drink of water?
Certainly there's a fire hydrant in the kitchen. Oh, wait, you'll need this.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, Howard, it's for you. It's from Hardwood University.
Oh. Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, the truth will out. I've decided to complete my PhD, so I sent for the PhD test, and this is it.
Oh, Howard, I'm so proud of you.
First, I must pass the test.
Of course you'll pass. Just think, I'll have a doctor standing in my living room holding hats.
I'll be overeducated for my job, but such is the nature of today's employment marketplace.
Ah, stop your belly aching. It's wet. Completely soaked. Beats a wet noodle.
Thanks for the water. I better be going now. The Rockies get a little slippery this time of day.
Pete, your presence has inspired me. I've been puzzling what to do about my broken washing machine. And rather than bother a 106-year-old repairman or pay to have it fixed, why, I'll have you hand deliver it to Mr. Piggle-Wiggle. Oh, Piggle is very handy with machines, as pirates usually are.
Well, Mr. Piggle-Wiggle's on pirate vacation in Madagascar.
Is that the island off the east coast of Africa?
That's right. 9,714 miles.
Well, it's all ready to go.
Well, all right. I'll deliver it as soon as I run to Colorado.
Good.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, I'm afraid I'm stuck on this question.
Which one?
Oh, there's only one. It's a fill-in-the-blank question. Complete this poem. I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a blank. What do you suppose that could be, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle?
Oh, Howard, I don't think you're allowed to ask other people for help on a PhD examination.
Oh, how about a little clue?
All I know about clues is he don't have one.
I see. Melissa isn't the only one around here who answers back.
I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a cow.
It has to rhyme, blockhead. You're as dense as wood.
Another excellent answer back.
A poem as lovely as a knee.
Ivy!
Special delivery.
What is it?
It's a washing machine, sir, from Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle. She wants to know if you can fix it.
Well, I can fix it. Shiver me monkey wrench. Of course I can fix it, lad. So tell me, boy, what's wrong with it?
I don't know, sir. She didn't tell me.
Well, shiver me owner's manual. I can't very well fix the machine if I don't know what's wrong with it, can I?
I have to agree, sir. I'll find out what's the problem.
That's the spirit, laddie. Get on with it.
Yes, sir. Just a quick question. What's the problem with this washer?
It's broken.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry for all the extra trouble.
Oh, no. That's my job. I love it.
Mr. Piggle-Wiggle, look! I found a frog.
It certainly is a frog, and what an interesting shade of green.
It isn't green, it's chartreuse. A lot of people confuse chartreuse with green, but it isn't.
It looks green to me.
What do you know?
I know green.
No, you don't, because you haven't even graduated from grade school and you don't know anything.
Hey, can I see the frog?
Sure. It'll give you warts, you know.
It will not.
It will too, because it's amphibious.
What?
You see, you don't even know what amphibious means. I know so much more than you.
So what does it mean?
It means it'll give you warts, and now you're gonna get them unless you wash your hands with olive oil fast.
Oh!
Amphibious means able to live on both land and water. You don't know what you're talking about.
Everyone knows that warts are caused by frog sweat. Well, everyone who's graduated from the 6th grade, that is.
It's not true. Warts are benign epithelial tumors caused by papilloviruses.
All right then, smarty pants, spell amphibious.
A-M-F-I...
Wrong. You don't know how to spell amphibious. You don't know anything.
That was a remarkable string of answer-backs, Melissa. You answer-backed everybody out of the yard. You're very talented at offending people.
Thank you.
Of course, you'll have a long way to go to answer back like Blackjack, but then he's a professional.
I can answer back better than any old parrot.
I heard that, and I answer back that ye can't answer back any better than ye can fly.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think you're so smart? Have you graduated from the 6th grade?
Nay, not I.
Ha!
But I've been around the world 47 times, lassie. How many times have ye?
Well, what's the big deal about going around the world anyway?
Adventure, excitement, the thrill of discovery.
Well, who wants to have adventures?
Everybody, that's who. Now answer me this, lassie. How many death-defying, spine-tingling, goose-bumply adventures have you had in grade school?
Well, I don't want to tell you.
And still the undefeated answer-back champion of the world?
I can't answer back, Blackjack. He's too good. What's the point of graduating from grade school if a parrot is still smarter than you?
Don't despair, Melissa. I have something that'll help you make your answer-backs unanswer-backable. You'll be the best answer-backer in the world.
You do? Oh, thank you.
Howard, I wonder if you have a hat suitable for curing answer-backers.
Poem as lovely as a sunset over Waikiki.
Howard, I hate to interrupt your education, but do you have a hat suitable for curing answer-backers?
Oh, bottom branch at the back.
Perfect.
Special delivery.
Oh, so what's wrong with the machine, lad?
It's broken, sir.
Well, shiver me dirty shorts. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Now I can fix it. Screwdriver. Well, shiver me toolbox. How can I fix the blasted thing if I don't have a screwdriver?
I'll get one, sir.
Ah, that should do the trick.
How do I look?
Like a bird brain.
I do not, and I don't care what you say.
If that's the best answer back you can manage, you might as well keep quiet.
I thought this hat would make me the best answer-backer in the world.
It will, but you can't just pop the hat on your head and expect it to work its magic. You have to pull the string when you answer back. Pete.
Can I borrow a screwdriver?
Of course.
Thanks.
It's a worthless piece of junk. Scrap metal, scrap metal.
Blackjack, how do I look?
Yeah, like a bird brain.
You're the bird brain because you're the bird.
Ah!
And your brain is only 1/16 the size of my brain.
Ah!
And furthermore, you can't use tools because you don't have opposable thumbs. What do you say to that?
Well, and then I'm speechless.
Well, congratulations, Melissa. You certainly whittled Blackjack down to size.
Do you think I hurt Blackjack's feelings?
Of course you did. But that's the point of answering back, isn't it?
Well, I was only answering back his answer back.
But your answer back was so devastatingly cruel, he could find nothing to say. That's the sign of a good answer back. It really hurts.
Special delivery.
All right, matey. It'll work now. Ah. Shiver me sports section. Where was I?
Special delivery.
Thank you, Pete. It works. Oh, you have saved me so much trouble. But I hate to ask Mr. Piggle-Wiggle to do such hard work on his pirate vacation.
Why? Oh, Madagascar. 3 trips. That's 27,000 miles. Well, on a day's work. Yeah.
I've come just in time. Oh, I feel inspired today. My dirty linen covers the living room in such an artistic way. Don't they look beautiful?
I can't see them. They smell so bad my eyes are watering. So what do you say to that? Oh dear, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, do you think I hurt Norbert's feelings too?
You not only hurt his feelings, you pulverized them. You mashed them to the ground. You blew them away with a bang. Oh, you must be very proud of yourself. You're the best answer backer in the whole world.
Well, how can I make this up to Norbert?
Oh, that's a tall order. You called his laundry smelly. Well, that's a mighty blow to anyone's self-esteem.
I know. I'll wash his laundry. Oh, I'll bet he'll be surprised.
What do I say to that? I'll tell you what I say to that. They do not. What are you doing?
I'm washing your laundry.
You just destroyed my work of art. How could you destroy something so beautiful?
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Feel like answering back?
Don't forget the fabric softener.
You did the right thing, Melissa.
Guys, would you mind helping me turn the crank for the washing machine?
What's the matter? You don't know how to do it by yourself?
You afraid the handle will give you warts?
Spell this. No way. I can't turn a crank. I'm only in kindergarten.
Look, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to. I found out I haven't learned everything after all. I guess that's why there's more school after the 6th grade. Can we be friends again?
That sure is a stupid-looking hat you're wearing.
You think it's stupid looking now? Look at this.
I'll help you turn the crank, Melissa.
So will I.
Good, now then, push! Good. Push. And On the count of 3, remember, jump back. 1, 2, 3.
Miss Piggle-Wiggle, thank you for the hat, but I won't be needing it anymore.
I have never been happier to have a hat returned.
I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a... Oh, I give up. I can't think of anything that rhymes with sea. I must admit my failure. Who am I trying to fool? I'm not a scholar. I'm nothing but a tree. Tree? A poem as lovely as a tree.
Beat ahoy! Beat ahoy!
Special delivery from Hardwood University. PH tree for Howard the hat tree.
Blackjack, look!
I did it. I actually answered the question.
Congratulations, Dr. Howard. You have learned 2 important things today. The first is you are lovelier than a poem.
Why, thank you, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle. I appreciate that.
And the second lesson is sometimes answering back is the best possible thing you can do.
Says who?
Says me.
Piggle-Wiggle's answering machine. Please leave a message and Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle will be happy to call you back as soon as possible.
This is Mrs. Bean, and I'm at my wit's end. I don't know how I'm ever going to cope. But Charlie Bean refuses to do her chores around the house, like combing the sandbox or shining the swing set. How she despises making her bed. And Melissa, she thinks she's living at the Plaza. Room service, she cries all day and night, expecting me to drop everything and bring her oatmeal, which of course I do because it's a wonderful source of high fiber. I hope this is the party to whom I'm speaking, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, because the children are skittering over to your house even as we speak. Please do what you can, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, because it's...
Oh, welcome home, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle.
I have never seen such a storm. It's raining toads and lizards. Mrs. Bean sounds in a tizzy.
You've been receiving calls like that all morning. Mrs. Moohead says Egbert won't help the goldfish do its jumping jacks, and Grandma Windsproggle says Pergola forgot to take out the trash, and that Fetlock won't empty the dishwasher, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, you know what that means.
Third hat on your left, uppermost branch.
Exactly right. The Chores Cure. What are you reading, Howard?
There's an article here about Uncle Nathaniel, who served as official rocking chair to 5 presidents. Don't you think it's time that I graced the pages of this venerable publication?
Oh, I don't know, Howard. It seems to me that in order to be in that magazine, you'd need to be... I don't know how to put this. Chopped down.
Not necessarily. Perhaps you're acquainted with the Edifice Rex Award. Each year, it's bestowed upon the house with the most unusual decor. Well, call me proud, call me shy, call me Howard, but what's more unusual than a hat tree? Oh, allow me. One chores hat to go.
Thank you, Howard. Oh, one thing I know about this house, nothing is more appreciated than a hat tray.
Oh.
Piggle-Wiggle. Boy, it's really pouring.
Well, come on in. I have just the antidote for your rampant goosebumps. I hate cold marshmallows and hot cocoa on a stormy day, don't you? Warm marshmallows are so much more functional.
You bet. Sorry I didn't call first, but if I didn't skedaddle over here, I'd be stuck empty in a dishwasher. And I hate doing chores.
Hold that marshmallow.
I just had to get out of the house. Mom wanted me to take out the trash again, and I absolutely, positively refused.
We'll have no trash talking in this house. And I won't share that chore with anyone. I love to take out the trash in the morning. The trouble is, they only collect the garbage once a week.
Oh, I promise I'll never want to take it out.
Never?
Never, ever.
Then you can come in.
Wait for us! Can you imagine? Mom actually expects us to work around the house.
Go ahead, make my bed. Gross. And my mom wanted me to help the goldfish do jumping jacks. That chore's a bore.
I imagine this is the only chandelier in town that's put to any real use. Most of them simply hang from people's ceilings. So dysfunctional. I wonder who that could be. Oh, careful not to burn it. Here, now, turn it ever so slowly. That's it. You want them golden brown so they melt deliciously in your mouth.
You got it.
Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, I'm a busy man, so let's get down to it.
Oh, by all means.
In addition to my usual duties as Chief Inspections Officer of Playground Standards and Children's Practices, I am Chairman of the Edifice Rex Award Committee. Much to my surprise, you have been selected as one of the finalists.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. And shall we terminate this verbal jousting?
But I didn't know I was even nominated.
Unfortunately, you were a write-in selection. A Dr. Hard or some such person, I believe.
Aren't you a darling for coming all the way out here to tell me?
Only because I needed your signature on this acceptance form.
All righty, where do I sign?
Here, and 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 here. In past years, the Edifice Rex Award has been given to the home with the most unusual decor. But this year, since I, Norbert Wainwright, am chairman of the committee, a new criteria has been added. The house must also be immaculate, spotless, neat as a pin. In other words, I shall return here in 27½ minutes' time with the blue ribbon panel of judges. And you don't exactly look like a shoo-in.
Whoa, that was great.
We saved one for you.
Perfectly roasted.
What are we going to do now, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle?
Actually, I intended to spend the whole evening doing household chores, but now I have to do them sooner.
Well, don't do them now. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, the reason I came over here was Mom wanted me to wash dishes. Dishes, dishes, dishes. Wash, dry, put away. It's a vicious cycle.
That's a funny thing, you know, that you hate to wash dishes, because I'm just the opposite. I enjoy washing dishes so much that it is a constant source of disappointment that I have only 3 or 4 dirty dishes per meal.
Oh, you actually like doing that stuff?
Oh, I surely do. Chores are a wonderful thing.
I know what you're up to, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle. You get someone to think the job you got to do, like, say, washing dishes is a bear that laughs, then they get stuck doing it. You can't fool me, because I read that book.
I wouldn't dream of giving up the pleasure of doing chores.
You wouldn't?
Absolutely not. Chores are way beyond a barrel of laughs, or even monkeys, or even chocolate chip strawberry fudge ice cream melted to just the right consistency to swizzle around your spoon, now that I think of it.
No way.
Well, come and see for yourselves. If you find it hard to make beds, Charlie, just think how difficult it is for me. The cruel queen sleeps in this bed and inspects it every morning. If she finds a single wrinkle, even as small as a pin, she will have me thrown into the dungeon. The secret of a well-made bed is to throw the covers way back. You can't simply smooth it, because there might be a wrinkle down at the foot, which of course the cruel queen will find, and...
The dungeon!
That's right.
I don't care. I hate making beds.
That's because you're seeing with your eyes, Charlie, and not your imagination.
My what?
Your imagination, dear. When I make a bed, I imagine that I am a beautiful princess locked up in the castle.
Too cool.
And now, my lords and ladies, I must make every bed in the castle. There are 3,224 of them, or else I will be locked up in the dungeon for a year.
How can you make so many beds in a day?
That is where imaginary friends come in very handy.
Yeah, right.
It's Norbert.
Now, how did you know that?
Yeah, how did you? I just used my imagination, I think.
Well, it isn't Norbert, really. what you're all seeing is what Charlie has created with imagination. She wanted Norbert, she got Norbert.
Whoa! Thank you, but I'm perfectly capable of introducing myself. I am the Knight of the Living Bed.
I am the local princess, and these are the lords and ladies of the castle.
Honored to make your acquaintance. Assisting fair maidens in the changing of bed linens beats slaying dragons by a country mile. Besides, have you checked out the rates for liability insurance? Most of the round table's already out of business. Allow me.
You know, this isn't so bad. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, come on, fella. This is fun.
You are crazy. You're not catching this man in tights. No way.
Not a wrinkle, not a single lump. No dungeon for this princess. Good night. You have done a splendid deed this day.
It is my honor and privilege, fair maiden.
Wow, what's that?
The summons. I must bid thee adieu, for I am needed to capture a dragon.
Wow, how do you do that?
With a dragonette, of course.
That's one knight who shouldn't give up his day job.
What's that noise?
Betty! Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, Betty, I'm so sorry. I know it's time for your dance class. She depends on me. She's not old enough to drive. Now, my dears, absolutely no chores while I'm away. I don't want to miss any of the fun. I'll be back before Norbert and his committee return. You're in charge, Melissa. Hasta la vista.
What do we do now? Let's have some more fun.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you actually had fun playing dress up?
No, we had fun making the bed.
Yeah, and cleaning the room.
Doing chores? No way!
Yeah, I'm going back up to use my imagination.
Hey, wait for me.
I'm staying down here and find something of my own to do. Me too. Let's have some fun.
I'm hungry.
To be a princess. I want to be a queen. Neat. Gesundheit.
Thank you, Your Royal Highness.
Who's that?
It is I, Your Highness.
The tree?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, Egbert, a tree is talking to me. I didn't hear a thing. Well, that's because I'm using my imagination and you're not. Go for it. I'm trying. All right. Yes, it's good to be the king.
Hello, Your Majesty. Achoo!
I heard him.
I'm so allergic to dust. Oh, I'm most grateful you've come at last. Here is your scepter, oh, Queen of Dust.
Thank you. You really are talking, aren't you?
Oh, your imagination is working wonders, Your Majesty. And here is your scepter, oh, King of Grime.
Neat.
I do hope you can save me from my terrible plight. Oh, every time I sneeze, I lose more leaves. I'll be bare to the bark if you don't do something soon.
Just watch my dust.
furthermore, there's a bit of grime on the front windows, just enough to block out the sunshine. You know how it is when you have chlorophyll in your veins. You've simply got to catch a few rays now and then.
No sweat. I'd windows. Done. How does it look? Hello in there. Weird. Imagination is an amazing thing. Melissa, tell we put our imaginations to work. Yeah, and we had so much fun.
Yeah, us too.
Whoa! Oh, Gertrude!
What's that?
Howdy, ma'ams. Your Highnesses.
It's Pete, Mr. Piggle-Wiggle's delivery man.
Well, it's not really Pete, Charlie. It's only our imagination.
That's right, ma'am. I'm mighty glad to see you all. I'm being trailed by that ornery outlaw, Rance Blaggett. He wants to steal all the gold I'm carrying for the Pony Express. No matter what I do to shake him, he keeps finding me.
So I see.
I'm plumb tuckered out. It takes a lot out of a man and his horse to ride the Wiggleburg trail from start to finish.
Not there. We just made the bed, and if you sit on it, they'll know you were here.
Mighty good thinking, youngster.
They'll find you unless we can cover your tracks. I got it! A vacuum!
What in tarnation? This is the golf darnest contraption I've ever seen. How's it work?
I'll show you.
Mighty neighborly of you.
This is fun.
Not so fast! Easy does it. Forward and back, real smooth.
Whoa! Yeah! This sure beats punching cows.
I want to help. Me too. All right.
Whoa! Thanks, you sodbusters. Y'all do good work. Adios, muchachos.
Wow.
What imagination!
I told you it worked. We've got it till fetlock.
Excellent. No chore in the world is better than Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle's supercharged, extra delicious, nutritious chocolate chip cookies. I hate washing dishes. On the other hand...
Finally, you showed up.
Huh?
Whoa, looks like Fetlock's finally putting his imagination to work.
I am the prince of hip. And when it comes to chores, I take no lip. I am the prince of hip.
Well, you don't exactly look like the kind of prince I had in mind, but I've been waiting 232 years for someone to break the spell. I wasn't born this repulsive, you know.
You remind me of someone I know. Mr. Piggle-Wiggle's sister Wanda.
That's your imagination, frog breath. Come on, shake a leg.
Well, what do I have to do?
Piece of cake, Pollywog Puss. Just plant a juicy one right there.
You know, I think this spell is much too big for a lowly prince like me. What you need is a game.
Forget about it, Fetlock. This isn't my imagination, it's yours.
Couldn't we, negotiate here? How about a firm handshake?
What's the matter, Toadtooth? Don't you like my snaz?
No, it's a nice nose. A beautiful nose. It's just that there's got to be another way to do this.
Well, you could do the dishes.
And what'll that do?
I used to be a very good-looking dish before the evil witch placed a curse on me.
Huh?
Dishes.
You got it.
And we'll help.
Whoa!
Hello, gotta go.
They're back! They're back!
I know. Let's hide upstairs and surprise her.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's go.
I'm seeing double! I'm seeing double!
Yoo-hoo! Where are you?
Surprise, surprise.
Betty found a dancing partner in class. They did the pas de deux together. Perhaps I'll have to quadruple the vegetarian surprise for dinner tonight. Oh, no. Oh, you've done all the chores and left none for me.
We couldn't help ourselves.
Pete needed to get the gold through, but the outlaws were following his trail.
I see.
There's so much dust and grime. The tree talked to us and said his leaves would keep falling off.
The tree talked?
Just in my imagination, of course.
Of course. Well, I imagine I won't be needing this anymore. There is just one more job to do. I'm sure you will find no problems with it. Milk and cookies for everyone.
If you don't mind, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, I think it's time for me to go home. I want to show Mom what imagination could do.
And I want to vacuum the living room and the garage. And I want to dust some more.
I bet there's a ton of dishes to put away. I just hope Mom didn't beat me to them.
And what about you, Egbert? What chore will it be for you?
I do windows. Even if it was my imagination, you're the nicest tree I ever met.
Must be Norbert and his committee. Edifice Rex. Let's go for it.
Well, hello. Come right in. So good to see you.
Yes, well, I'm not sure you'll feel that way when we're finished. Ladies, I want you to inspect every nook and cranny.
Ladies, welcome to Casa del Piggle-Wiggle. I want you to feel perfectly at home, and please, by all means, don't overlook my magnificent hat tree. He comes from a distinguished line of lumber. This is nerve-wracking.
Yes, I feel as if an entire army of termites is jitterbugging up and down my insides.
This is... This is old Biddy Bumpishnickle, Chief Inspections Officer of Household Standards and Peephole Practices. I file this report. Highly.
Suspect.
Highly.
Irregular.
Highly.
Piggle.
Picture perfect.
What? I'm very proud and happy to present you, Mrs. Piggle-Wiggle, with the esteemed Edifice Rex Award for the home with the most unusual decor. And it's neat as a pin.
Wait, ladies, you want a shot of my lovely tree?